This is a time-lapse showing the transformation of one of Syria's most shocking secrets. A mass grave containing the remains of at least 100,000 victims who were tortured and executed under the Assad regime. This grave is one of the largest ever uncovered in human history. It's located near Saydnaya Prison, one of the most inhumane torture facilities of the modern era. And like Saydnaya, it was a place where people went in and never came out. Victims were buried in trenches up to 7 meters deep. Protesters, journalists, activists, ordinary civilians, all caught up in Assad's crackdown. Many were subjected to unimaginable torture and starvation before being killed, and their families were never informed of their fate. Reports suggest victims were executed en masse, hanged, shot, or beaten to death, before their bodies were dumped into these mass graves. A man known only as the Gravedigger revealed the horrors of his work during a recent German trial of Syrian government officials. He described being ordered to transport and bury corpses, travelling to gravesites several times a week in a van adorned with pictures of Assad. He was followed by large refrigeration trucks filled with hundreds of corpses. When he arrived, the trenches had already been dug, and his job was to unload the corpses into the pits so they could be covered with dirt. The Assad regime has repeatedly denied the accusations, but there are growing international calls for accountability. For the families of the disappeared, this grave provides both answers and heartbreak. The discovery also raises urgent questions. How many more graves like this remain hidden across Syria? And will the perpetrators be held accountable? Experts say there could be at least 7 other mass graves hidden around the country, and was most likely overseen by Assad's military. As Syria looks to rebuild, more evidence of the Assad regime's brutality is being uncovered. And with this mass grave, investigators may have only just scratched the surface.